you're live on our end.
Hello. Hello, everybody. We're bringing in all the channels. Hello, hello. We got Twitter up, X. We got Instagram up.
Facebook,
We got Facebook up.
YouTube,
We got YouTube up.
and let's.
Hello, everybody. Welcome. Welcome. Hello, hello. Hello, hello.
Or a little.
We got Monica coming in. There we go. Woo. We got Monica on. We got Miss Wildcat has joined. Hello, everybody. Hello, hello, Mary Pickens. Thank you for being here. Hello. Hello, Yar Realty. Welcome. Welcome. Who else are we waiting for? Do we got everybody up? Hello, hello. Alina, welcome. Thank you for joining us. Do we have everybody up?
We are live.
We are live.
Let us know.
Hello, everybody.
Is anyone joining us on Twitter?
Who is on Twitter? Who is on Facebook? Who is on YouTube?
LinkedIn?
Who is on LinkedIn? Hello, Sparker Pete. St. Pete. Hello, welcome. Welcome from beautiful downtown Dallas. I mean, check out this view. Can y'all see? I'm just going to step out of the way so you can see this beautiful view in all its glory. This time of year, the sunsets. So we are in downtown Dallas, our office, the Wildcat office. These views. This time of year, when the sun sets and it hits the skyscrapers and reflects the orange hues, it is absolutely gorgeous. It's something about the early winter that is just, I mean, it's breathtaking. So I love that we can, we did the live last week where we were testing out this new equipment. And tonight we were testing out some other equipment. I said, we got to do it at 5 o'clock so we can show everybody this incredible sunset. Hello, Rama Time. Hello.
For those joining us on Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, Twitter, how was the stream?
How is the stream?
Let us know.
Let us know. We're testing out some new equipment. So we've been doing a little, what did we call it? A little case study
Yeah.
of testing out some lives on some of the properties, some of the projects. We've been getting various interest from outside of the state of Texas. And, last week we kind of our first kind of go at these lives at the Purse building with our live on Thursday where we did the tour. If you were at the tour, give us a little wave or a little thumbs up. We did a tour and talked about the Purse building on Elm Street. And the idea was that we could have some of these conversations and kind of highlight real time what's happening downtown Dallas, what's happening in the city of Dallas, the amount of investment that's taking place. You know, when you hear about it and you read about it versus when you visually see it. Oh, hello, Mr. Golf Guy. Thank you for joining. When you physically see or visibly see it, the impact and the realization of what all of it means is astonishing. And it's really hard to get that across without visually seeing it. So we did the live last Thursday. It went well. We're still kind of figuring out our flow. How does everything look? Do we look visible? Hello, Autism Mom Blockhead. Hello. Thank you for joining. Specifically over on LinkedIn, Twitter, YouTube. I know on Thursday we had some streaming, a little bit of blurriness. So we were trying to kind of work through all that tonight because Thursday we are taking Wildcat on the road and we are going to be in Mansfield, Texas. We're going to be in Mansfield on Thursday for some city meetings. And we thought, since we're going to be there, let's go out to our site and walk the property, visit, Monica's got a look on her face, visit the property, and give you all a little sneak peek of Castle Ranch. We're going to go visit the horses. We're going to go visit Bud, our rancher. We're going to show you everything that is happening on that site. And we are going to take it on the road to our 45-acre mixed-use development site in Mansfield, Texas. So we're already going to be over there on Thursday for city meetings.
Yeah.
And following the meetings at 4 o'clock, we're going to go live at our Wildcat site. And just like we did with the Purse building last Thursday, this Thursday at 4 p.m. Central Time, we are going to walk, talk, and tell you about what is happening in Mansfield, Texas, and tell you a little bit about Castle Ranch and that site.
We've got a few people joining us from YouTube. So,
yay! Hello,
Drum King 1977.
Hello, Drum King.
Fam.
Welcome.
Abiana 13. She says she's new here.
Oh, welcome.
He was she, I'm not sure, but
hello. Thank you for joining. Hello. Well, we are in downtown Dallas. Thank you for being new here. This is the beautiful view of the sunset. It's just starting to get a little darker. You can see the beautiful sun setting against the downtown Dallas skyline. We are in the Wildcat Management office that looks over the downtown Dallas city skyline. And we are a real estate investment and development company. And we're hopping on some of these lives just to talk about life, talk about business, talk about some things that we have coming up. We're doing a weekly live. We just started last week where we're blitzing some of our projects and some of our properties to kind of share what's happening in our city, what's happening with some of the properties that we have either listed for sale, that we are working on developing, working on that we are in maybe raising capital or investing. So the idea is that by doing some of these lives, really? Oh, I love that.
Elizabeth.
Oh my gosh. I love that. So we just had a message that Elizabeth's great-grandfather was Mr. Purse.
Thank you so much for joining.
Oh, thank you so much for sharing that. So those that are new here, we have Wildcat owns a building called the Purse Building. And, you know, I get contacted all the time or frequently with questions about how does this woman on this building called the Purse Building, we know she's into fashion. Did she name it the Purse Building? No, I did not name it the Purse Building. The Purse Building was named after the Purse family, and the Purse family was a very well-known family-owned business in Dallas where people came from all over the city to buy furniture at this well-known family business. And they manufactured furniture and they had a retail store. And the Purse Building in downtown Dallas was both the location that they manufactured the furniture on the second through the sixth floor, but then they also had their main store on the first floor. So the side of the building has the original ghost sign that says Purse, and people call it the Purse Building because it has this big sign on it that says Purse. But it says Purse because it was the Purse family furniture store and manufacturing warehouse. Hello, Betty. Hello. Welcome. Welcome. Thank you for being here. Oh, Betty, I miss you. I miss seeing you. So the Purse family is just a wonderful story about Dallas history. And I purchased the building in 2017, spent several years going through the tax credit process, the application process, renovating it, taking it back to its shell. So I love that one of the family members just joined our live. Thank you. And meeting some of the family members that came and visited and toured the building is one of my favorite memories of that project and of that building. I really, really enjoyed meeting the Purse family, and we actually have Purse Senior and Purse Junior pictures framed in the entry of the Purse building because the family were so nice that when they came and visited, they brought these framed pictures and we hung them in the entry. So when you come and visit the Purse building, you also see the original owners and the original family. So thank you for joining.
Shout out to all our Twitter followers.
Yes. Hello, Twitter followers. Thank you for joining. And of course, Miss Betty. Hello, Nikki. Hello. Thank you for joining us on Instagram. Hello, Irina's Closet. Thank you for joining us. So Miss Betty Calbreth, who joined us over on Twitter or Facebook. Facebook. Miss Betty Calbreth and I, we served together on the Dallas Homeless Commission several years ago, and Betty, a wonderful steward of our city. She has done so many amazing things for the city of Dallas, a lifelong public civic steward of our city, and I learned so much from her, and she is such a trailblazer for our city. So miss you, Betty. Thank you for being here. So those that are just joining, you kind of got the last little bit of the sunset here against the Dallas skyline. So one of our favorite things about this office, we're in the Wildcat office right now, Wildcat Management office, but when people come to visit, both here and at the Purse building, they're always kind of enamored by the view. And I think for us, we've kind of gotten a little bit used to it. So it's always fun to share. You kind of get to revisit and and get reintroduced to how special that is being right downtown and having all of this at our fingertips. Hello, my friend from Arizona. Hello, miss you, Mr. CREI Summit right there. Hello, Arizona Lisa. Hello, welcome. So we are here in downtown Dallas. We're having kind of a spontaneous live because we are testing out some of our equipment in anticipation of our live on Thursday at our, oh, nice place. Well, thank you. Thank you. This is our office in downtown Dallas, our real estate development investment office. Of course, we look out over downtown, but we also can actually see the Purse building, one of our projects, from our windows. So the Purse building is about 8 blocks to the west of us, and we can actually see it from our windows. And then, of course, 1823 Cadiz, which is a block, about 3/4 of a block that we own. That's a ground up development. That is to the southeastern side of us. The new convention center is just behind us, which is a $3.7 billion new City of Dallas Convention Center. That is about 8 blocks behind us. And 1823 Cadiz, our block, is 6 blocks to the east of that, if all that makes sense direction wise. So we're kind of in this little bubble. So that's why we like this office, because we can kind of point and show when we have visitors of direction wise where everything is. And for those that were on our live at the Purse building on Thursday, we'll probably do another one in the next couple of weeks because we got great feedback on it. Because when you visually can see it and we can point and talk about it, it puts things into perspective. That's hard when you're just putting it either in a LinkedIn post or on a tweet or a caption. When you're doing the live and you're facing the camera and you say, oh, the convention center is there and the Purse building is here and our other site is 2 blocks there and there's this $1 billion development and this $400 million, it puts everything in perspective.
Looks like we've got some more.
Hello, welcome. Thank you for joining us. We got a good turnout tonight, Monica.
We've got a lot of great turnout.
Yes, show and tell, exactly, show and tell. And, a couple weeks ago, flashback, about 6 weeks ago, we put the Purse building on LoopNet and Crexy and started marketing it for sale, recognizing that organically the building was going towards a hospitality type use, and working with our architect, our tax credit expert, our food and beverage consultant, our general contractor, we put together the pro forma, did all of the economics, and determined this is how we need to proceed. And during the course of the last several weeks, the conversations taking place outside of Dallas and even outside of our state, we just started to feel like we were a parrot having these same conversations over and over and over and trying to communicate. Just seemed like we were reaching a dead end. That's where we came to the realization that we need to start having either these lives or giving people the opportunity to ask more questions, be able to visualize where everything is in relation to these projects and give me the opportunity to have the conversations on a larger platform so I'm not spinning in circles. Hello, hello. Hello, Angela. Welcome. Thank you for being here. So let's see what else is going on. So, of course, last week we had the election in New York City, and leading up to that, we were already experiencing a large migration and interest in financial, real estate, migration, relocation, investment in Texas, but in Dallas in particular. Since the election last week, it was like you woke up the next day and all of a sudden, a lot of those conversations were just put on steroids. And I guess since last Tuesday, it just has been, if you open the newspaper or you turn on the news, you hear Atlanta, Florida, Dallas, and it's just been a really, really busy week. So, it's hard to put your arms around what all that means. We've got, prior to the election, we already had Goldman Sachs that were relocating their headquarters and building a new office for 5,000 employees, literally 8 blocks from the Purse building and a few blocks from where we are right now. We had JPMorgan that was relocating and bringing a number of employees. We had several real estate firms. We had, of course, the massive tech, Tesla, Apple, Meta, Amazon, all had opened offices and brought a large number of employees to our state. So it's going to really be interesting to see how this momentum and how this continues over the next several weeks. Have a good night. Have a good night. We hope to see you Thursday at 4 p.m. Central Time for our live at our Mansfield property. So we won't keep tonight real long. More than anything, we wanted to test out some of this equipment. Let me know, where is everybody from that's on tonight? Let's see, we've still got a few people on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, a few people on Instagram. We'll tie this up just in the next 5 minutes here. What else this week? I guess last week, end of last week, we also had that wonderful article from The Real Deal where they were talking about Dallas and downtown Dallas, talking about the investment happening downtown. Hello, hello, welcome. If you missed the Real Deal article, we've got it in our bio on Instagram. We've got it posted on LinkedIn, on Twitter. I don't know that we posted it on Facebook. If we didn't, we will. But the Real Deal did a profile where they interviewed several real estate folks with an investment in downtown Dallas, talking about the activity downtown, specifically talking about the new convention center and Goldman Sachs and, the amount of development happening and what all that means for the future of downtown. Also, the amount of people coming from out of state and perspective, right? Sometimes the locals or the long timers, that's what I call the Dallasites, the long timers, people who've been maybe here for their whole life or for a long extended period of time. They know what they know, right? Hello, hello, welcome. They know what they know versus someone coming from another area of the country, another state, East or West Coast. They come in and they visit our city and they see things from a new perspective. And I find that so interesting because, 15 years ago, at that time, I was very, very involved. Hello, Jimmy. Welcome. 15 years ago, I was working, had an office, and was very involved on the southeastern side of downtown in an area called the Farmers Market. And that area has since been revitalized and is now a very active neighborhood. Hello. Yes, Jimmy, you remember that, right? You remember what the farmers market was like 15 years ago. Today, there's apartments, there's retail, there's a lot of activity. But 15 years ago, when we were looking for investment and we were looking for businesses and we were looking for the city to give attention to that side of town, I used to do a lot of what I called walking tours. And, I would invite investors, I would invite potential tenants. Yes, Jimmy says so many stories, a lot of stories. I would invite folks to come down to the neighborhood and do a walk with me. And we would walk around that area and we would talk about what the neighborhood and what the area could be, what the future could be if you invested in that area, or if you put your business in that area, or if the city supported and got behind that area. And you flash forward, and that area today looks very, very different. It's the largest residential neighborhood in all of downtown. Well, it's been a long time since I've done walking tours. Well, more recently, I've been back doing walking tours. The difference is today, those tours are with people from the East Coast and people from the West Coast and people even international who are coming to our city and are getting familiar and looking to invest in our city. So it's almost like I've went full circle. It's been really interesting. So the last probably 3-4 weeks, I've done several walking tours with a few from New York, a few journalists, and just showing around downtown and what's happening in our city. So, all right. Well, I guess we will wrap things up. If there's any questions for me, if there's any shout outs, how do we look? Do we look blurry? Do we sound okay? Testing out this equipment. How do we sound? How do we look? Thumbs up, thumbs up. Okay, well, it's getting dark. So this is our sign off. So we may go live for a few minutes again tomorrow night just to kind of work through a few more kinks before we go live on Thursday. Yay, thank you. Thanks. He says we sound great. Jimmy on Instagram. Officer on. So Thursday, 4:00 Central, we are going to go live from Mansfield, Texas, providing everything works good with our equipment. We are going to be down there for some city meetings. We're going to hit our 45-acre mixed use future development site called Castle Ranch. We currently have a rancher on there who lives on the property, who's got horses, cattle, Mr. Bud. We're going to go down and we're going to visit Bud. We're going to walk the property. We'll take some of our plans with us. And we're going to give a little look behind the scenes of what's coming after our meeting with the city of Mansfield. So we're going to take our little live show on the road. So join us. Monica's laughing at me. Hello, welcome. We're going to take our live show on the road. So meanwhile, if you have any questions, if you have any feedback, drop us a message and we will put something up probably sometime tomorrow with a little clock reminder. We'll send out an email. If you aren't on our email list and you'd like to be, drop us an email or drop us a DM and we'll add you to that. Meanwhile, thank you for being here. It's been wonderful. Thank you all for all the support. Go check out the Real Deal article in the link in bio, and we'll see you soon. Goodbye, everybody. Thank you. Good night.